Wilmer, if you need it. All right, whatever you need.
Good morning. I'm sure I'm sorry. All right. Well, as you know, it's not easy to be in front of a big crowd like you are. And what I have to tell you is not much. Basically, my experiences before I came to Plaza, while I was at Plaza, and after I finished Plaza. And I still remember the first days when I came here. One of the things that I was taught is how to talk in public. And I don't know why I'm so nervous. I'm supposed to be able to do it. There was a professor I had. He is being Laffer's husband. He gave me the English class, and he told me once, Wilmer, don't forget the three main ideas. In your essay, you have to have three main ideas. And to tell you the truth, I forgot them. Well, I just told you. Actually, I'm Ecuadorian. I have to tell you that. I'm Ecuadorian, born and raised in South America. As you can see, I have a heavy accent. Proud of it, because that's the only resource to identify where I come from. Is there any Ecuadorian here? Wow. See? So, yeah. And I came to this country when I was 26, right? And as many of you, I came with a dream. My dream was not exactly to build a house in New York. It was just to make one small house back home. And then just to go back and live a regular like everybody else. I came and I have a job. My first job was I was the manager of the wholesale store in Manhattan. I used to work for a Korean gentleman, a very nice guy. But it was not all, because when I was back home, I was an ESLT. That stands for English teacher as a second language. So I came here with that dream and said, well, I'm going to be an English teacher in the United States. But I had a lot of competitions because there are a lot of Americans there. So I came, applied for New York Language Center. They accepted me. I had only one little problem. I didn't have documents to work, which was a big problem. And then they kicked me out. They said, Wilmer, you cannot work in this place because you don't have a work permit. I had to go to Sony. They accepted me, and they started working with me. I got my papers, and soon after, the Board of Education came send a memo saying that every single ESL teacher got to have a BA. And my BA, in that time, was from back home, which it was a lot of paperwork, a lot of time taken if I wanted to put all my papers back to that center. So one day I was walking by, and I saw PBI, that stands for Plaza Business Institute. So I just came out and I said, I'm going to get some information about this school. Can I take this out? I'm sorry. So well, in fact, I went up to the registration and I talked to this beautiful lady. She still works. And he told me, can I help you? With a big smile. And I said, yes, I need a degree. So she told me, okay, would you please fill this up? Was that you fill out this? And there will be a student representative. She will talk to you. I said, thank you very much. I fill out my name, my last name, and everything. There was this beautiful lady as well. She was Ecuadorian again. And there was this chemistry. And she helped me out a lot. But she told me, well, you know what? You have to give 2 tests, math test and English test. And I said, well, the English test, I don't think it's going to be a big deal about it. The math test, you know, I was an ESLT, English teacher, got nothing to do with numbers. My goodness. So when is the test? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Thank you very much. Tomorrow. That's going to give me no time. So I gave the test, and guess what? English test, piece of cake. Math test, I failed. Well, I have to be honest with you. I came to tell you the truth. This is my truth. I could tell you better things than that I passed it. That's not true. So they told me, Wilmer, you still have one more chance to go through. Come back, give the math test, and see what happens. So I went to one of my friends, and I told him, I didn't pass the math test. And he told me, don't worry, Wilmer, there's a great man. He invented who knows what, and he also failed in algebra. I think that's Albert Einstein who failed in algebra, right?
Yeah.
Like some of you know that. So I said, well, if he failed, I got the right to fail. But he didn't give up. He didn't give up. He went back, and that's what I did. I came back to this school. I said, I want to give the math test again, and I passed. They told me, welcome aboard your plaza. That was my first, the happiest moment. I was accepted in the first American institutions in the United States. I was happy. First day, I went to the room upstairs. Oh, it was here, right here in this room, when I had the chance to meet Mr. Callahan. It was the first day of class. And he said, okay, ladies and gentlemen, you have the chance to see me now. You're gonna have one more chance, and that will be when you graduate. I was somewhere in that set, and I was like, will I see him back? Because there are always questions in your head. You don't know if you're gonna finish or not. You're willing to, but who knows? But those words sounds like a challenge to me. So I said, I'm gonna see you. But that was deep in my mind, I'm gonna see you. So after that, we went to the first class, and I remember my first professor, my first accounting professor is Dean Tolliver. He says, guys, I have good news for you. Accounting is fun. Accounting is fun. And then he wrote 3 words on the board. It was assets equals this and that. And that moment, in that specific moment, is when I made a decision in my life. I said, I'm going to learn accounting, but I'm not going to learn accounting to use in another job. I want to use it in my own place. That was the moment that I took that decision. And I remember clearly, I wrote on my notebook, God, give me the strength, give me the time, give me the patience, give me the capabilities to finish. Once that I did that, if he's with me, who's going to be against that? So I said, I'm going all the way. It took me 2 years to finish, and I met Mr. Callahan again. And when we graduated, we did it in Aguada Community College. I shake his hand, he gave me the degree, and I was the happiest man. That was my first degree in New York. Then once that you get used to studying, then what do you do with the time that you used to spend studying? I mean, I had like 4 hours of my day, and I was going to do something with it. So I decided to go to another school. I went to DeVry University, and I got my BA after 2 years and a half, 3 years something. I finished, and then I decided to get my master's in Adelphi University right there in Garden City. I got my master's. One thing I could tell you while I was at Plaza is that even though I had the experience to be in those places, I could not compare Plaza with them. This environment, you know, like somebody told me this morning, don't worry, just think that you're talking to your cousins. And it's true. I remember when I used to go down